Let's now talk about the difference between your files and shared files. As explained earlier, there are two different designations for files. My Drive contains the files that you've created, and the shared with me are files that others have created and shared with you for various reasons. The My Drive area, your files, contains all the files associated with your login, and as you've probably realized, the logins for 15th District are based on the positions on the executive board. So if you think of my files as your procedure book and the history of things that others and you have done for the particular position. So files that are specific to the position and don't really have any particular relevance to each year that you're on the board would go in my files. So this would be a good place to accumulate information to help your successor find things that you did in this position and help them continue on after you've moved on. In the shared area, you'll find a yearly folder. This is a folder that is shared from a different account that everyone in 15th District on the board has access to. So this folder is intended to be an accumulation of things that we did specifically during this PTA year. As you can see, we have the 2017-18 year set up and ready to go. And so anything that we do during this year would go into these different folders. We can, of course, create other folders and add information in here to build up kind of a history. So keep in mind the documents in here are living and changing documents. They would be things such as meeting information, particular training events, any correspondence or information, forms that have been completed that are related to this particular PTA year. In the next year, there'll be a new folder, and the board will work out of that new folder. This folder will be configured to be read-only, essentially, so that anyone on next year's board can go through and look at information, but they can't change it, because this is really a snapshot of what happened. So again, My Drive is a history of the particular position you're working on. If you move around different positions in the board, you'll have access to different My Drive areas depending on the position. And then in Shared with Me, the yearly folder is a snapshot of what we did in that year.